Why, hello there, everyone. It's been a few days. I hope everyone is doing well. Yes? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it is? How it be? Zhao de Dong, indeed, man. May the rind of Zhao de Dong protect you, my brother. Is this a serious vlog? Nah. Howly. What does my face look like? Like this, like that, basically. Fucking pole. Fucking pole. Have I seen Dunkirk yet? No, I have not. Yeah, dude, that's actually why I started streaming, because I wanted to pack a couple of bowls and get nice and stoned before I go to bed. Possibly get stoned enough where I can get a good stretch in, you know what I mean? I may have to bust out the bong for that, but we'll smoke a normal bowl real quick. And we'll break out the bong and do some proper smoking. Anywho. Yeah, I've been wearing the beanie more recently. And I saw this one sitting out, and I was like, you know what, dude? Today, I think I'm going to wear the hat again. And now I see why I liked the hat. But I like the beanie too. I don't know. I'm just going to switch between them. The dream before the stream. I look better every time you see me. Jesus. How did I look the first time you saw me? Pretty horrible. Would you say there is really a point to life and to none choice? What? You one of those guys? Get out of here, you. Nobody wants you here. Nobody likes your type. Okay? I don't know if you've looked around, buddy, but everybody else is speaking at least not nonsense. Dude, you're having, dude, chili can be served with cheese. Fill it to a 1/4 inch of the top of the bowl. Top it with some sour cream. He mailed me some cool vinyl. Cool, man. Paul looked like a fat, disgusting man, but now you're a beautiful man of great wisdom. Oh. Well, shit. God wants you to mutilate your penis because reasons. Yeah. Yeah, dude. The rind of Zhao de Dong. Yeah. Those of you that missed the private show missed out on the rind of Zhao de Dong. We may do a clip of it, though, and release it to you guys at some point, but oh man. We found the holy grail of Keenisms. The rind of Zhao de Dong, dude. No, not Mao Zedong. Zhao Zedong, dude. Brett was doing a video called Why People Don't Like Atheists. And he talked about how many atheists Joseph Stalin killed and how many atheists died under the rind of Zhao Zedong. That was the point. The rind of Zhao Zedong, dude. Many people died in the rind of Zhao Zedong. I think he heard at some point Mao Zedong and was just trying to summon it from his fucking retarded brain, and what came out was Zhao Zedong. Holy shit, dude. Maybe Mao is hard to say without teeth. I don't know. Paul, just watched an old video of yours where you talked about your first day of high school. I'm wearing your embroidered gym uniform all day. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was fucked up, man. That was terrible. That was a terrible way to begin high school. Dude, I had no idea. I thought in my mind that my mom knew what was supposed to be done when it came to like gym clothes. And she was telling me that you had to have a certain type of gym clothes, and we went down to this place. They had to have your name on them, so we got my name put on the fucking gym clothes. I had first period gym, and I locked my normal clothes in my locker and couldn't remember the combination. So my parents were at work. I just did the rest of my school day in my gym clothes. Fuck. What I like about high school? I liked a lot about high school, man. Well, I mean, the reason I liked high school is because I got involved in theater, and that was just something that I don't know, I just fell in love with, and I was surrounded by people who also really loved it. And all of the bullshit classes that I had to go to during the day all led up to my 7th period drama class, where I got to do what I wanted to do. And I used to stay, I mean, during production times, school would start at whatever it started at, 7:30, 8 a.m. And I'd still be there at 11, 12 midnight, working on shows, doing dress rehearsals and shit. And I loved it, dude. It was great. Did I have a cliquey school? I think like all high schools of decent size are cliquey. Mine was a little less cliquey. It still had cliques, but they were very intermingling cliques. There really wasn't a large group of people that just didn't want to hang with anybody else. Like all of the normal cliques all kind of intermingled. If I were a teacher, what subject would I teach? For a while after high school, I wanted to be a high school drama teacher. So that's an easy one. I'd say like a theater arts teacher, performing arts teacher. I'd like to be focused on the performance aspect. I'd like to run a class where students performed and make it kind of tie into the a production at the school. That would be cool. Was I bullied in high school, or was I the bully? I was not bullied in high school. Well, my freshman year I got bullied, I guess, a little bit. It was pretty minor shit though. And once I started, it's a little weird. At my high school, the theater department wasn't seen as a dorky activity. In fact, the cool people in school all wanted to be in a show, and the people that were in theater, that were in all the shows, were considered to be reasonably cool people. I'm not claiming I was the coolest dude on campus, but once I got involved with theater and started being in shows, the bullying just went away. What little of it there wasn't tons of it. Yeah, see, theater is gay. I know that's how, most schools treated their theater departments. Yeah, I think around middle school, and I've told that story before, that I bullied a kid named Patrick. And I think that was in like the 6th or 7th grade, so around middle school age. And yeah, dude, it sucked. I'm kind of glad that, not for Patrick, because it sucked for him, but I'm glad that I had that experience and found it to kind of suck, so that I didn't turn into that. I didn't continue down that path. Paul doesn't care about Chester Bennington. I mean, I don't care about Chester Bennington. Were we talking about Chester Bennington? Is that what... Did I miss that one? You bullied a kid named Patrick in middle school, and then you got stuck in a math class together, and now he's your best friend? Oh, dude, he befriended the bully, man. What a beautiful story. Do I? Are you talking about Chester Bennington? Do I care? I mean, yeah, I guess it sucks that he killed himself. I won't deny liking some of the earlier shit, but do I care? Like, is it dragging my life down into a pit of despair? No, it isn't. I'm sorry for that, but... Have I ever seen Mastodon live? Yeah, actually pretty recently. I saw him at the Paramount in Seattle with Scotty, and they were awesome. Do I like the movie Mean Girls? Not really. I don't know. I saw it once. I don't remember hating it. I don't remember loving it. It was just kind of one of those movies that was what I expected it to be from start to finish. Mean Girls. Why is everybody obsessed with that fucking movie? I don't get it. My favorite Mastodon song is The Circle of Sasquatch from Blood Mountain. Watch any of Sam Harris's Waking Up podcast? No, I don't. I'm not really a Sam Harris guy. Sorry. Inspired me to get your med card and to start eating healthy and exercising. Good, man. Keep it up. Convinced me to go check out Baby Driver. Sounds like a good movie. It is, man. If you can still catch it in the movies, go see it. The snobbish bully is good and makes friends with Emma Stone, and that is good writing, kinda. Okay. What's your favorite King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard song? Dude, the only one I'm real familiar with is Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake. Sleeplessness caused by depressive spirals of thoughts. Yeah, sure. How I deal with it is to fall asleep to something else. I fall asleep almost every night with headphones on, listening to this depressive spiral of thoughts. Yeah, dude. I've seen those too. No, I listen to shit when I sleep. Creepy pastas or let's plays or whatever I'm interested in. I can't do music because if I like music too much, it keeps me awake. But usually somebody talking about something I'm mildly interested in is enough to lull me into a sense of sleep. Yeah, dude. Maybe a fucking Death Grip side project. The depressive spiral of thoughts. I've listened to audiobooks. I actually listened most recently. This was probably a year and a half or so ago, though. I listened as I fell asleep, and I did it over the course of, I don't know, like 6 months, but whatever. I listened to It on audiobook, and Stephen King's It. And I would listen every night until I fell asleep, and then the next night I would try and find the last thing I remember, start from there and listen. And that was actually a really cool way to take the book in. But I don't really have much experience with audiobooks outside of that. I think I've listened to maybe 1 or 2 other audiobooks ever. So maybe I should try that, get into that. I've got a stack of reading I have to do, dude. Frack Skull sent me a couple of books to read, Consider Phlebas and The Technician. These are apparently, according to him, books about worlds that are ruled by an AI. So I've got that stack of reading to do after I finish what I'm reading now. Are there any must-read books that you'd recommend us? I mean, it's hard to recommend people books without knowing anything about them. What I liked a whole lot might just be completely wrong for another person. Movies are a little more accessible, and it's easier to recommend people movies, but even then you can kind of go off the reservation, not knowing what a person likes and doesn't like. So, I mean, I really liked Howard Zinn's A People's History of the United States. It's a little lefty, but it's an interesting perspective on the United States as an entity, starting from before it was an entity. So I'd say, if you're at all a history buff and you want to get a slightly different perspective on the history that you were taught in school, when it comes to the United States, then that would be a good one to pick up. Dinore, why are you squeaking the bowl? Why are you squeaking that ball? Why are you squeaking that ball? Huh? Tell me why. Tell me why. Rough day. It's been a long day. Just a lot of shit. A lot of shit going on. Prepping for the show tomorrow. Writing scripts. Trying to watch movies and then write scripts right after. Prepping to shoot those on Tuesday after the show tomorrow. I'm going to be doing more writing tomorrow at some point. Just a lot of shit to do. A lot of stuff on the plate, man. It's okay, it keeps me busy. Literal vampire pot-bellied hobgoblins. Yeah, dude, literal vampire pot-bellied hobgoblins are chasing after us and killing us. When is the next commentary coming out? Should be tomorrow, actually. We're meeting tomorrow before the show. to record the next commentary for patrons. So stay tuned for that. You guys get 2 this month because we didn't get the last one done. So we missed last month, so y'all get 2 commentaries this month. For the patrons. Yes. Patrons. And eventually, I guess, DP on demand people. You know what, dude? Yeah. I'm going to smoke this bowl, and then after this bowl, we're going to move over to the bong, and we're going to take a couple of good, healthy rips, because we need to take this shit to the next level. I don't want to just be relaxed. I want to be totally relaxed. I want to, dude, when I get super stoned, I think I've talked about this before, but fuck it. When I get super baked, I can like crack my neck, my back, all fucking like, it's like all the muscles kind of loosen up. Alright, so I got this bowl here. Smoke this and then move over to the bong. Yeah, dude. Paul, do you still have a framed copy of Mad Villainy? I do not. Unfortunately. That was one of my favorite pieces of vinyl. So I think I'll outlive TJ. Well, it's not really a fair contest because I've got like, I think I've got like 6 years on TJ. So, you know, that's a significant head start that you've got to take into account. Outside of that, he and I live similar lifestyles. I smoked for a long time. He was a smoker for a long time. He's trying to quit now. I probably smoked longer than he did. I know he didn't start until he was in his 20s and shit, and I started smoking when I was 15 or something. And I smoked all the way until I was like 30, 32 or some shit. I mean, I quit smoking with the vape. That's the only thing that ever worked. I tried pretty much everything else. What brand of vape? Bubblicious Grape, dude. When will I launch my parkour channel? Ankle Break Theater will be, the single episode of Ankle Break Theater will happen in a couple of weeks. What brand of cigarettes? I started on Marlboro Reds. I smoked those in my teen years, and then for my health, like a lot of people do, switched to Marlboro Lights, and I smoked those for a very long time. And that's pretty much where I ended up. Yeah, dude, Reds are a man's cigarette. You have a synthetic weed problem in New Zealand? Sounds like you need to just legalize real weed. Then nobody will go buy the fucking shit that kills you. Smoke Marlboro Blacks. I think I quit before I don't know, Black Label. I guess I remember Black Label. I don't know. There was some there were Marlboro 27s. I remember I smoked those for a while. That was like a special blend of Marlboro cigarette. I don't even know if they do it anymore. And then, I don't know, there was a couple other little ones that I moved to here and there. Hello. England is my city. Oh, Paul, why don't you love me? I want to see your dick too, but I am penniless. Please, Paul, show your dick now on the stream, and I will love you forever, Paul. I'm not going to show my dick on the stream, dude. That would not be fair to Mr. Naughty Priest, who has paid good money for this dick. Paul, call me Roberto Robo. Why? I'm starting to get paranoid about life getting boring as I age. Do people still surprise you? If so, how often? I mean, not very often. People surprising you is, I don't know if I was ever all that surprised by the average person. That's always been something that just happens once in a blue moon, getting genuinely surprised by a person. Life getting boring as you get old, I mean, that's up to you. That's on you. That's not on the world. Like, you've got to entertain yourself. You got to find that. So I wouldn't really worry too much about it. I would just kind of try and be cognizant of it as you get old. Synthetic weed is such bullshit because those things have absolutely nothing to do with weed. Well, yeah, I know. They're just getting marketed like, yeah, I don't know, dude. See, that's another part of the illegality, right? It's like people want weed and then they go into the shop and they see, oh, look, it's synthetic weed. Ah, yes, but it's just a bunch of fucking cat hair and chemicals and shit. Do you agree that gaming should count as a sport? In my opinion, a sport has to require some sort of athletic ability. Whatever. They're not calling it sports. They're calling it esports, dude. Electronic sports. And do I think it should be a thing? Sure. I like watching people play really complicated games at the top level. And it's fun to watch. I like watching. I watched a bunch of Evo when it was streaming on Twitch. I usually catch at least the final few matches of the Invitational. Like, I like watching that type of shit. So some of the things that these people can pull off, if you played these games, then it's really fucking impressive. Paul's a fan of low tier god. Yeah, dude, the low tier fraud himself. Same ass okey dokin' ass characters, man. Same okey doke Shotos. Same flowchart fucking Shoto characters. Everybody picked the same bullshit. My favorite thing the low tier god will do, he'll be like, I lost because this person was so bad. Like, I'm used to playing at a much higher level and they were just doing shit that I don't expect a higher level person to do. You know? I was playing right and they were playing wrong. I love low tier god, man. I like video game Donkey. I've seen him. I don't know if I'd say I like him. I mean, whatever. I've laughed at a couple of videos, I guess. Have a favorite old Western movie? I like For a Few Dollars More. The Sergio Leone spaghetti Western. The tensest showdown, man. The tensest showdown. See new Game of Thrones? No, not yet. I like to wait for a few episodes to build up so I can sit down and binge watch, and I'm willing to do that. I don't like getting a movie because I almost called it a movie. I see these seasons as like long movies, and it would be like torture watching them in 1 hour increments for me. If I'm gonna enjoy a show, I can't follow it week to week. I just don't think I've got that in me. I either want to see what happens next or I don't care. So I'll wait until there's, at least 3/4 of a season done before I start watching them. Or are they called spaghetti westerns? Because they were filmed and shot in Italy. Who do you want to rule Westeros? I want Tyrion on the throne, man. I want Tyrion Lannister on the fucking throne. That's what I want, and that's what I think is gonna happen. That's what I think we're gonna get. That's what I think we're gonna get. Everybody's all like, "Oh, it's gonna be Jon Snow. Jon Snow is gonna marry Daenerys, and they're gonna rule the kingdoms." Or people are like, I think they're wrong, man. I think they're wrong. Yeah, people are like, "Oh no, it's gonna be fucking it's gonna be Arya Stark or blah 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 blah." No, dude, no. Or it's gonna be Bran. No. It's gonna be Tyrion. Wouldn't the outcome already be in the books? Actually, no. Strangely enough, the TV series is ahead of the books at this point, and has been for at least a season. So we're seeing on the TV series of the books what's going to happen in the books before the books. I think the foreshadowing kind of leans toward Tyrion too, honestly. Like, at least from what I've seen of the last couple of seasons, him being stripped of everything and then returned as a close advisor to Daenerys. It's just keeping him involved in the story. It's obvious he has a role to play. Otherwise, like any character that doesn't have a role to play in Game of Thrones, he would have had his head lopped off or gotten cut in half by the mountain that rides, or been thrown out of the fucking moon door by now. He'd be Gorn. He's got something to do. Tyrion has some role to play, and it's certainly not as an advisor to fucking Daenerys Stormborn. Yeah, Littlefinger, Varys, and Tyrion. Wouldn't it be fucking weird if Littlefinger ended up on the fucking throne? Dude, how pissed would people be? How pissed off would people be if Littlefinger ended up on the throne, dude? I'd be ecstatic. That'd be great. The Red Witch, yeah, dude. The Red Witch. Varys will be the queen. Queen Varys, dude. Like, I just hope that there's people left for fucking Arya to kill now that she's finally trained. She's a faceless man, dude. Oh, dude, they're gonna kill. I have a strong suspicion that they're gonna kill the Khaleesi, dude. I have a strong suspicion that she's not going to be involved in the final ruling of Westeros at the end of the books and series. I have a strong suspicion. because he's just built her to be the one that everybody wants. Everybody wants. It seems to make logical sense. She's of this bloodline. The current bloodline is in dispute. Well, no longer even in dispute. People just know now. And she's from this old family. She comes back with the dragons and starts a new, it's not going to happen that way. It just can't. And she's got to die in order for it to not happen that way, because she's not going to stop. So something's going to have to happen. Some crazy bullshit is going to have to fucking happen. So annoying when the Amazon drones follow your every move. Yeah, dude. Game of Gorns. Jon Snow might be half Targaryen, which would strip her claim. It also feeds people's theory that they're going to hook up and get married. Jon Snow is going to marry Daenerys because they were known to, marry brother to sister and shit. So him having a part of that Targaryen bloodline might give him a claim to the throne, and they might end up, that's the theory, right? I think that's what most people think is going to happen. Dude, you know who I want? I want fucking Sam, dude. Samwell Tarly, dude. Tarly on the throne. Let's get a Tarly on the throne immediately. Stannis, but he died. Stannis was a piece of shit. Dude, Stannis fucking killed his daughter. I mean, how fucked up is that, dude? What a piece of shit. Yeah, dude, put Sam on the fucking throne. The ultimate fuck you. That'd be great. Sam Tarly, dude. First of his name, King of the Andals and the First Men. Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm. I love it. Now, I don't know what's going on in the show. I won't know until it's about half done. Gay of Thrones. Whatever. Have I watched the new season of Twin Peaks? No. I liked the old Twin Peaks, but I'm not sure about the new one. I haven't seen any of it. If there is a new one. I don't even know if there is one. Don't really follow TV, folks. Ooh. Come to me, bold. Let's grind up some blue cheese. Get a bong rip going. Waterworld was a good movie, and Wild West was yeah, buddy. TJ said I should watch that Netflix Castlevania series and shit. I probably will at some point. He said he binge watched it and thought it was pretty good. So we'll see. Castlevania is edgy in a good way. I guess that makes sense that TJ recommended it then. The Arbiter of Edge approves. best Arnie quote. I like the one where he's talking about how, like, when he's working out, it's like he's coming all the time. Or the wrong advices quote, too. That's pretty good. I'm giving them the wrong advices. Ever try the strain Blue Cookies? Is it like a Blue Dream Girl Scout cookies hybrid? I don't think I have, but I would guess that those are the two strains involved. Or maybe blue cheese and Girl Scout cookies. I'm smoking blue cheese right now. So, that blue cheese, though. Alright. Oh, man. Let's pack a fat bowl. It is time to pack a fat bowl. Pack a fat bowl, that'll make you cough and jiggle all your fat rolls. Yeah. Like tea? Dude, I tried to like tea. I'm gonna be honest with you. I gave it a shot because everybody seemed to be liking tea. And they were like, oh man, it's a good, healthy thing for you to drink some tea. I tried a bunch of different teas, and yeah, some of them were okay. But just not my fucking thing, I guess. Anyway. Oh. One more. You hope they film it when I get killed at the next meetup. I ain't gonna get killed at the meetup, man. I ain't gonna get killed at no meetup. Got a better chance of getting load bearded than I do getting killed. Favorite monster in fiction? I mean, I like zombies. Zombies are kind of what got me into movies, got me into horror movies in general. I like that they don't have an agenda other than eat. Kind of makes them hard to hate. How many people do you think are armed at your meetups? I know at least one motherfucker there is packing heat. I don't know. I don't search people at the door, you know. I assume that some of the venues might, but I don't care really. As long as nobody pulls their gun out and does stupid shit with it, I don't care if somebody's got a gun. As long as I don't know about it and it's not used to affect me in any way or anybody else there that doesn't deserve it, then whatever. Oh, man. I guess I'd rather there not be a gun there, but whatever. You bring your musket? You don't have a fucking musket, Kawaii Cost. You don't have room for frivolous things like that, dude. You've got the world's biggest collection of anime nendroids to fucking tack up on the wall, dude. You bring your dick? Yeah, bring it, dude. Bring your wang. Rocky versus Lando Calrissian. Who wins? What? Why would those two people ever want to fight each other? You gotta explain what's at stake. You can't just ask me a question like that apropos of fucking nothing. You can't take two people that would never know each other and that would probably get along in real life and ask me what would happen if they were engaged in Mortal Kombat. You gotta provide the beef. If you want an answer to that fucking question, you gotta provide the beef. Why do they hate each other? What's going on? Did Lando fuck Adrian? Lando showed up from the fucking distant past because it was a long time ago. So Lando traveled forward in time, fucked Adrian. I don't know, dude. Whatever. Wait, Paul, I just want to say I'm living Senator for Senex. Great work on that channel. Thank you, man. I'm having fun doing it. So I just wrote a review tonight. I just finished up a few minutes before I started the stream for... I'm doing that Shyamalan in reverse thing, where I'm watching all the Shyamalan movies and reviewing them, but I'm doing it in reverse order. So I'm going... And I did After Earth. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going from like the most recent. So I started with Split. And I've done Split and The Visit so far. So going back in time, the next one on my list was After Earth. Well, I finished that one. I finished the script for that one. And then next on that list, the next time I dip back into that list will be fucking The Last Airbender, which I've never seen at all. I've seen parts of After Earth. I tried to watch After Earth once, so I kind of knew it sucked going in, but I've just heard that The Last Airbender sucks. I have not actually ever seen it. So, we'll see. Why am I punishing? I don't really consider it punishing. I like watching movies, even bad ones. I think I've explained it before, but I'll go into it again. Yeah, bad movies are oftentimes a better topic of conversation than good movies. Their existence is justified just by that fact. When people release dog shit, they are creating an endless thing for people like me, hypercritical people that want to tear everything to its component parts and criticize every angle and try and find what's wrong with everything. That's just the way that my brain works. And for people like me, shitty movies are great fun. Not necessarily fun in the moment, but fun to dissect. How's that? So, I like shitty movies. I don't necessarily like that they exist. I would rather shitty movies be replaced with competent, good movies. But part of me would miss the shit. I like that dog shit gets put in front of us. I like that there are people out there that are willing to defend dog shit. And people out there that don't recognize a decent movie. I like that argument is going on. I like it. I like being part of it. Ass. Who is this dude? Are you gonna do any set schedule for CFC or just release as you finish them? Right now, I'm kind of look, the set schedule is you get 3 a week, and so far I've stuck to that, and I intend to continue sticking to that. As far as when I release them, I would like to eventually get to a point where I've developed a schedule and I can tell you guys, here's the 3 days a week that you can expect a review or a video. But right now it doesn't make sense. Shit is crazy right now. And when shit settles down a little bit, which it will eventually, I'll be able to commit to something like that. But right now, if I told you guys, hey, it'll be every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever the fuck, I would be lying to you, because it just kind of happens on the, like, I've had the Baby Driver review. I just needed to edit it, and I didn't have time to do that in the last 2 days. I wanted to have it out 2 days ago, but today was the day that I had time to sit down and edit, so. But whatever, man. You're talking like DSP. Quality content. I'm providing you guys with quality content. Quality content. I like DSP, dude. I don't like him, but I like watching people make fun of him. And not many people have been caught jerking off on live stream. That is, I mean, let alone getting walked in on by a person, which a lot of people say, you know, hey, dude, I never got walked in on, man. And I believe them. Dude, there's people out there that are sneaky with it. They never got caught. But not only to get caught by somebody in your home, but to get caught with a camera pointed at your face, jerking off right before a stream. That has to be the dumbest shit ever that's ever happened. I can't even imagine how retarded I would feel. I can't even imagine how retarded I would feel if that happened. Do you get any in your beard? What? Dude, load beard? Come on, man. Come on, man. No, man, no. No, man. Have you watched a documentary called Reindeer Spotting? It's about a Finnish junkie who robs a place. What? Why did that read like some nightmare that I had? Yeah, it was a Finnish junkie. He stuck the place up and he was found hanged later. Oh, God. Please don't put me on to shit like that right now, man. Alice in Chains, Patti Smith, or Pearl Jam. If I had to pick, Pearl Jam. Whoa. I'm nice and baked. Please excuse me for a moment while I stretch. Okay. Please clap. America mix Skittles? I don't know that I've had them, dude. For me, I don't grab a bag of Skittles unless it's the old recognizable red and white Skittles packaging, man. I want the old school Skittles. America Mix, I don't even know what that is, dude. I'm not trying to buy those whack ass Skittles. Paul has poor ergonomics. Yeah. You could say that again. On your channel, you have proof where you shot your musket. I don't give a fuck, Kawaii Cost. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I don't give a fuck what's on your channel. I don't give a fuck what happens to you as a person. If you fucking stopped showing up to my streams, Kawaii Cost, I would consider that a blessing. Quality content. I just want somebody to go back and, like, you know, when Lucas dies or whatever and Disney owns the property, I want them to reboot the prequels. And I want them to do it with fucking Jar Jar as a Sith Lord. Because I know it's a stupid fucking theory, but it makes sense and it's funny as hell. And it would have made those movies cool. Quality content. Paul, what's the most expensive thing? What? You've stolen from a store? The only thing that I remember ever stealing from a store, I got caught stealing. And it was like a candy or something. I was really young, like 5 or 6 years old. And I saw some candy and I stuffed it in my pocket. And then on my way home, my mom looks back there and I'm eating the candy. And she knows that a 5-year-old didn't buy the candy. So she freaked out and took me back to the store and made me apologize to the man for taking candy. And ever since then, I don't think I ever really took something out of a store that wasn't mine, that I can remember. So whatever that candy was worth when I was 5 or 6. Dooku, dude. Jar Jar Binks plus Sith Lord style Jeb movie? What? What? That like Jeb ultimately leads, instead of like ending in hideous depressing failure, it ends in like he's like the fucking, by some fucking miracle gets elected and becomes the emperor of the world and is the best president ever. Or he's evil. Like he become, like, I don't know, dude. I don't even know how to make that. Jeb never came within a fucking country mile of the presidency. So I don't know how you make a movie where he's some evil guy. Plans to review the prequels in the future? Yeah, I'll probably do it. At some point. I don't know that I'll give them any different treatment than I'm giving any of the other shitty movies that I'm reviewing. That would feel kind of dishonest. They're not special because they're shitty Star Wars movies. They're just shitty. So I'll review them like I review normal movies, probably. As it should be, in my opinion. Probably end up doing a review of like Rogue One as well. That'll be a longer one though. I'll have to plan that one out. Or maybe split it into 2. That's a good one. End it on a cliffhanger. Build up and then go. I'm not even started yet though. Gotta come to the next episode. The next episode. I'll tell you everything else. Rogue One, dude. Rogue One was horrible. It was real, real bad. I'll pay you $10 to eat an entire watermelon with your hands on stream. No thanks. I dreamed you were on a motorcycle and I was in a car and I yelled your name. You smiled and waved at me. That was the happiest moment of my life until I woke up. Oh. And realized that Paul would never recognize me. Oh. Poor guy. That's a cool dream, though. At least I was cool to you in the dream. Yeah, dude, I was on a Harley. I was on a big hog, dude, riding around. Oh. Rogue One, why are Muslims in another galaxy still terrorists? And Kung Fu masters are Asian, all, yeah. And not only that, but I don't know, dude. That whole Kung Fu guy, like, if he were obliterated from that film, okay, if he were just completely and utterly just struck out of the film, him and his stupid laser boy sidekick guy, strike. If those two people were taken out of the film and the time that they filled was spent developing the primary characters, do you think that that would have made the movie better or worse? I think the answer to that question is pretty easy. They had them to market to Asia. Yeah, well, they need to stop doing that shit. And this is really starting to become an issue. I mean, I know it's not starting to become, it's already an issue in American films, but this like shoehorning bullshit in because they sell a lot of tickets in China and shit. It's the Transformers movies, guys, the reason that they keep going is not here. They probably would have bailed on these movies a long time based on the numbers they get here. But overseas, the Transformers just keeps going rum, 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 up, 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 up. Because the movies are created for them. They're filled to the brim with references that only they get. They take place in China inexplicably over and over and over again. They always visit and destroy a part of China so they can have all their product placement and shit. It's just fucked. Make movie for Chinese people. Make movies for us. The rest of us. Make big explodey robot drink Coca-Cola movie for Chinese people and make good movie for us. Please. China movie equal poo-poo. I don't hate Asians. I don't. I just don't like the same things that they like when it comes to movies, clearly. Because, man, they fucking adore those fucking movies, man. They just keep going. China. Ugh. See, because, like, those dudes, like, for me, I didn't give a fuck about them. They were just, like, there. Their characters weren't developed. They played no fucking role in the outcome of the film. They were just there to die, trying to help. It's like the definition of a written-in character. And there's a really good chance that that's exactly what they were. Why? Fuck. Like, they've got billions of dollars, these big companies that make these big giant blockbuster movies, why don't they make 2 cuts? Give us the cut of Rogue One that spends more time with the primary characters and doesn't introduce these stupid, tropey, bullshit Buddhist monk characters from nowhere. And then do another cut of the movie where they're in it. Give them their little death scene or whatever. Shoot a little bit of extra stuff with the other actors to kind of shoehorn it in. And release that over there. Please. Please. Because, like, man, Transformers, unwatchable. It's unfollowable. It's unwatchable. It's exhausting to think about it. Hollywood is dead? No. Hollywood's very much alive. It's just making its money in a very different way. Oh, it's alive and well, dude. Hundreds of billions of dollars. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars worth of movie sales just in China alone on some of these movies. So... they don't eat cats and... do they really eat cats and dogs? Come on. I mean, I guess maybe some of them do. I don't know. They need to stop eating dogs too, man. Please. No more dogs. Yeah, isn't there like a festival that Ricky Gervais is always, he's always like protesting against it. I follow Ricky Gervais on Twitter, and I'll see him like, hey, there's this fucking festival in China where they take these dogs and they just throw them in the fucking boiling water alive. Here's some, it's like, what? What happened? What happened? How did our cultures diverge to the point where, like, for me, the thought of throwing a dog in a pot of fucking boiling water alive is like, it's not even thinkable. Like, if somebody did that, I would fucking shoot them in the face where they stood. Would just, like, fucking imagine myself a gun into existence and shoot them. But in China, there's a festival where they throw dogs in the boiling water. How did that happen? What happened? Because that's, man... that's fucked up. Boiling it alive, dude. Alive, dude. Oh. Oh, fuck, man. We're genuinely fucked. Bring on the nukes, indeed, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Ugh. That festival is only 5 years old, so they just recently decided that they were going to start boiling dogs alive. That's even worse. Yeah, dude, bring on the nukes, MAGA hat. Yeah, Cebu plasket. Bolton. Cebu plasket. Na zdrowie. Maybe you shouldn't breed into an uncontrollable population of 2 billion people. I mean, I don't know. They got a lot of fucking area. They got a lot of space over there. It's not like they ain't got room for the people. They got some space. What's more metal than throwing your best friend in boiling water and then eating them? Oh man. Oh man. We have literal throat slitting machines that slit chicken throats on a mass scale. We do the same shit to pigs, which are more intelligent than dogs. Oh man, dude. Just when I thought I couldn't bring people down harder, this guy comes along. Thanks, guy. Thanks for being even more cynical than me. At least they're not being boiled to death. Paul's ego versus China. Yeah, dude. China is our enemy, dude. Our president said it. Did he not? On the campaign trail, did our president not say that China is our enemy? If you think about it, it's probably true in the long-term sense. The most worrisome enemy that I think that we have is China. I think that what makes the possible Russian connection to Donald Trump extra super duper scary is that it's, you know, Russia and China have such great relations. Dude, Russia is going to be a subsidiary of China eventually. The red threat will rise again. And America will find itself fat and wanting. Yeah. Pretty sure that's how it goes. Nuke China. Nuke China. Why does Trump say it like that? China. Why does he say China? I love China. Why does he do that? China. You can't say China? China. Why does he say it like that? Why does he do that? What kind of accent is that, though? China. China. I can't place it. Whatever. Ooh, I think it's time to hit the bong. For those of you out there who are so inclined, join me for a smoke. I think Floyd is going to win by decision, probably. But I'm probably going to root for McGregor. I mean, I don't really care, to be honest with you, but I'd rather see McGregor win. I mean, they're presenting him as the good guy in the big kayfabe thing that boxing promotion has become. You are the worst advertisement for weed. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Super bad advertisement for weed. Living in squalor, dude. Not doing well for myself. Not making money. Have your children? No. Speaking of advertisement. Speaking of advertisement. I wish I said it advertisement like advertisement. I actually think that's better than advertisement. But whatever, it's always an advertisement to me. Hey Paul, do you think that it will be hard to get all of the semen out of your beard after, dude? I'm telling you, dude. Anybody that fucking load beards me, I'm gonna try and knock their fucking teeth out. I don't want any cum in my beard. You're the worst advertisement for pronouncing advertisement. Okay. It's just semen? Oh. Well, that's gross, dude. I'm not trying to take a load to the face, especially like somebody else's load. That's not on my bucket list, yeah. Protein shot. Why are you all such degenerates, dude? Is it because I'm such a fucking degenerate that everybody that comes to watch me is also similarly, like, totally degenerate? Is that what it is? Did I just fucking realize that I fucking sowed my own poison? Fuck, man. God damn it. I sowed my own poison. Jesus Christ. You listen to Tyler, the Creator? Not really. Let's box at the meetup. No thanks, but we can have a drink together. Smoke some weed if you'd like. That's fine. You lost your motherfucking cigarettes and am pissed off. Dude, take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just fill your brain with the thought of those breaths. And then think. Clear fucking headedly think where the last time you had those smokes. And it'll come to you. You're all pissed off and you gotta calm down. You gotta calm the fuck down, dude. You'll find the smokes. Only a calm mind will find the cigarette, okay? The Tao of Paul. That's tenet number 1. The calm mind finds the cigarette. Yeah? Worst strain of weed you've had. Worst strain? I mean, I don't know, dude. Anything that I've had bad batches of strains, but I've never had a strain that I'm like, man, this is dog shit. No, like, usually if something is separated out into a strain and it's of good quality, it's something that I like to smoke. There have been weeds that have affected me more negatively. White Widow is a weed that I have to be kind of careful with, just from personal experience. It has a combination of THC and shit that the 2 of the 3 times in my life that I've had like weed panic attacks, White Widow has been involved. Let's put it that way. So I'm more careful with that one. But I wouldn't say it's my least favorite. Dude, White Widow is pretty cool. Oh. Fuck you, Umbrella Corp security. Dude, why are you telling me fuck yourself? What's the world come to? I don't know what to do with myself. Boom, boom. I just don't know what to do with myself. Boom, boom. LA Confidential is an amazing strain. That is true. That's actually really true. I got, before Green Theory that was down the street from me closed down, I got my hands on, like, I think it was a quarter of LA Confidential. And that was a really smooth smoke. What I got this time, very different. This blue cheese that I'm smoking, like, this is a super indica body and head high, just kind of numb high. This is a pretty intense high. LA Confidential was really smooth and balanced and cool. Not to knock on the blue cheese, but holy shit. What do you think caused the weed store down the road to close down? Probably because it was so close to downtown Bellevue. A lot of people here are hoity-toity. I get a lot of weird looks walking around, and that's because I'm not wearing a polo and all of that. It's very like upper crusty, right in the concentrated heart of downtown. And they probably didn't like all these shifty stoner types coming to downtown Bellevue to get weed. So they found some way to, you know, buy out the land underneath the store or some bullshit. I don't know. That's the word on the street. Word on the street is that Green Theory had to move due to pressure from the community of downtown Bellevue. Did you hear about Ben's drunk emotional stream earlier tonight? He took his pants off. Nah, dude. The CNN Newswire hadn't called me yet. No, I didn't know that Ben had a stream tonight. I didn't know that he took his pants off. But whatever. Sounds like you got a good stream, right? The pants came off. I want to make a DP strain. I'll do it. Paul, what do your feet look like? Feet? I don't know. There's like big old feet. DP should have their own strain and beer. Okay, we'll make both. Why can't weed have a name like Jack Daniels? What? It's always something like Pixie Cum or whatever. Okay, number one. If I went into a weed shop and somebody tried to sell me a strain called Pixie Cum, I wouldn't buy it. Dude, they have names like Pixie Cum. Dude, Frost Giant. Frost Giant. It's a far cry from Pixie Cum, my friend. Frost Giant. sexy cum. No, dude. No. No, dude. Paul, I've been watching a lot of Jesse Ventura videos lately. The more and more I watch him, the more and more I want him to run for president. He stands for legalization, free health care, and liberty. I don't know that Jesse Ventura even wants to run, so I wouldn't get too hard up for that to happen. Jesse's an old guy, and from what I understand, he likes being in his ranch in Mexico. I spend most of my time down on my ranch in Mexico, soaking up the sun. Any thoughts on the Skeptic Plus community? I hope it burns. If there is such a thing, whatever it is, whatever Skeptic Plus is, I hope it burns to the fucking ground. Like, you can't just take the word skeptic and put a plus sign next to it for all the other bullshit that you want to sling on to being a skeptic. You're either a skeptic or you're not a skeptic. Come up with another fucking word for it. Call it Skeptic Plus and then actually tell people what it's plus. Skeptic plus feminism, plus social justice, plus fucking terrorism denialism, plus fucking irresponsible liberalism. No. You don't just get to put a plus sign to insinuate all that shit. Just tell people what it is. Find something else. Yeah, anything plus. They tried to do that shit with atheism. Right towards the end of the big atheist shit on YouTube. Because that died years ago. There was like this atheist plus movement. And a bunch of fucking people went over there. I was like, what? Atheism plus what? And that's exactly what it was. It was atheism plus social justice. It was the start of that shit. And I was like, no. No. They just gotta stop it. Come up with your own fucking name. Who's in the Atheist Plus movement? Give me some names from YouTube that I would know that are in the Atheist Plus, or not Atheist Plus, Skeptic Plus. Who's in it? Shives. Yeah, but who else? Is he the only one trying it? Total Biscuit? Really? Total Biscuit is a Skeptic Plus? Whatever. TJ Kirk? Really? I never would have pegged that guy. Anita? Oh, well, whatever. It's not even a thing then. If Steve Shives is the only person on YouTube making those fucking... he doesn't get to be Skeptic Plus on his own, okay? He and Anita don't get to join together to be Skeptic Plus. There's gotta be, like, you know, quite a few people willing to do it before you get to call yourself it. Skeptic Plus is just a joke on Atheism Plus? Oh. Well, shit. There we go. There we go, dude. The ramblings of a stoned maniac. Christy Winters. What? Who? Christy Winters, etc. What a strange comment. To just leave. Skepticism plus dog boiling. Oh, man. Burger King Plus. Hey, Paul, what keeps you from killing yourself? The desire to see how it all works out. Andy Worski. What? Andy Worski, dude. Oh man, dude. I just got I just got the Worski giggles, I'm sorry. I just got the Worski I just got the Worski giggles. I apologize, dude. You love the way Uncle Paul says dude. Oh yeah, sorry. It's used like punctuation where I'm from, so. Oh man. How high am I? Out of 10. I'm cruising at a solid 8. I'm at a solid 8 out of 10, which is pretty up there. Paul, have you considered doing community theater again in the future? I'll always consider doing it, but I would not have the time to do it. Community theaters, you know, even though most of the actors in a community theater show aren't paid or paid scale, if that, it's still a pretty big time commitment, and I can't make that fucking commitment right now. I got other shit on my plate, so if I come to a point in my life where I'm able to take some time away and do a show and it's not going to negatively affect things, then I'll do it. Or my workload changes or my circumstances change. Yeah, dude, it'll always be an option for me, but... Hey, Paul, did you see the Avengers Infinity War trailer? Yeah. I can't get excited about the Marvel shit anymore, I'm sorry. It might be pretty cool. It looks like it might be cool. I don't know. I just don't really care about the Avengers shit. I'm kind of played out with it. I'm tired of all the tie-ins and all the bullshit. I don't really care where it's going. They've just made too many of them, and they might be the best of what they are, you know what I mean? But I just, like, it's so far from those original movies. What made the Avengers, the first couple Avengers movies, really cool was, like, it felt like you were getting introduced to all these characters in various ways. You were finding out different things about all these characters. We're not, like, you know, 6 movies deep, and each one of those characters got 3 movies of their own, and it's like, okay. I don't really care about Thor anymore. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what's going on in Asgard. I don't give a fuck who's trying to kill fucking King Poseidon or whatever the fuck. I know that's the fish guy, but whatever. I just don't care. I don't care what happens anymore. I don't care about... I've even gotten to the point where I don't really even care about Iron Man anymore. I don't really want to know. I don't want to know how he gets betrayed from the inside the next time and just barely escapes some horrible thing with the help of his magical Tony Stark armor. I don't care. So right now, like, it's a spectacle film for me. And those are okay. It's kind of fun to get stoned and get a big bucket of popcorn and sit at the movies and watch a spectacle movie. But I have no fucking interest in what's going on with the characters anymore. So, what do I care about? I cared about the characters when they were new and fresh and different. The problem is that these studios can't do 1 or 2 or 3 movies with these characters and then go, all right, let's get our new thing out, because they're stupid. They're dumb. They overlook the new thing in favor of constant retreads and rehashes, because then they don't have to pay for the new thing. Then it's just a property they can endlessly recycle and churn out bullshit on. And I'm sorry, the whole Avengers arc has reached that point for me. I don't care anymore. So, original ideas are overrated. That's completely stupid. It's sad how all the movies feel so formulaic. I get it works, but taking no risks isn't very fun. Yeah, I agree. There's really nothing wrong with a movie that follows an established formula. And there's a difference. If you look at the third Avengers movie, which is the worst of them by far. Well, I mean, I don't know, dude. Civil War was pretty fucking bad too. Age of Ultron and Civil War are pretty bad movies. They really did not live up to the whole Avengers thing. Now, they're not horrible. Each of them have their own... There were good parts in them, but the central premises of both those films just make no sense. And the way they interact makes no sense. They're trying to make this continuous timeline that makes sense, but how things work out are just absurd. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to go into it here. Point being, I'm done with them. I'm done with the fucking Avengers. I don't care anymore. Did I like the movie Signs? I did. Not all of it. There were parts of Signs that I, quite frankly, if I watched the movie, I'd probably skip them. Signs was like the first sign of the cracks in the Shyamalan shit. But it was overall, I think, a really good movie. It's tense, and I like how it's focused on conversation rather than action. The stupid action scenes are the worst parts of Signs. The tense, quiet conversations, the breakdowns, the waves of realization that wash over this small family, and being able to watch that so intimately, those were the best. The constant flashbacks and bullshit and detractions, that was all unnecessary. But Signs, at the core of it, I still think is a pretty good movie. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it when I go back and watch it again. It's been a lot of years since I've seen Signs. So, did I like Castaway? Kinda. I think Tom Hanks gave a pretty good performance in it. But if I'm really honest about Castaway, and this is a pretty harsh criticism, but it's the truth, it's boring. In addition to being depressing, it's just kind of boring. It's just long. Oh man, dude. I know everybody's all like, oh yeah, when Wilson died. Yeah, it's sad. Like I said, I think Tom Hanks is good in the movie. But that being said, the movie as a package is just kind of boring. And I never really had all that an emotional reaction to the Wilson thing because I was never really fully sold on the world and the character and the shit that was going on. So it was a bit of shit, yeah. There you go. It was a bit of shit. Paul, dye your hair black and become a jihadi. No, dude. I don't wanna. What about Lord of the Flies? Are you talking about the movie or the book? The Money Pit is the best Tom Hanks movie. I don't know if it's the best, but it's a good one. I showed The Money Pit to Ashley and she laughed. Like, Ashley hasn't seen a lot of movies. She just didn't grow up as a movie buff, so I get the joy of introducing her to different movies every once in a while. And she really liked The Money Pit. anyone think the woman in Big was clearly a pedophile? Dude, she wasn't fucking him when he was like a teenager. Like a 13 or 12-year-old boy or whatever the fuck. She wasn't boning him then. He was Tom Hanks. He was like mid-20s Tom Hanks. That chick would bone Tom Hanks, I'm sure. The secret pedophile connection doesn't make sense. The whole movie is structured that she doesn't know. And then when she does know, she's incredulous until the very end when he turns into a 12-year-old in front of her. Turner and Hooch is a pretty good movie too. I like Turner and Hooch. It's pretty sad though. It's a sad one. I mean, if you're talking about Tom Hanks' best performance, right? You probably have to at least mention Forrest Gump, no? Like, that's a great performance. Is it a little bit over the top? Sure. But that's a great fucking performance, man. Come on. Forrest Gump, dude. Tom Hanks is just a great actor. Well, I agree. Forrest Dump. Wow, dude. Roasted. Roasted, dude. The voice he did got on your nerves. Like I said, it's a little over the top, but he committed to it throughout the whole film. And I think it made kind of a charming thing for his character. It became a part of the performance in a way that I think would have changed the character of the movie without it. So it's one of those things that has to exist in the universe that this movie exists in. Where a mentally ill person, instead of bumbling their way into an institution, bumbles their way to national prominence several times. In that universe, people talk like that. Okay? It's not the same world we live in. If you don't get that watching Forrest Gump, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dude. I don't know what to tell you. How does Paul feel about documentaries? Forrest Gump. Oh man. Well, you guys have broken my will. You guys have broken my will. I don't even want to communicate with people anymore. So thank you for draining me of all of that. Have a good night.